Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the garage tonight. Going to do a review of this Milwaukee M12 Fuel Insider box ratchet that I bought from Home Depot. Now, you can find these on Amazon. However, from when I was just looking, the prices on there are quite ridiculous. Now, even on Home Depot's site, this is a pricey piece of kit, but, and I'm not sure if you were to look it up right now exactly how much it would be, but what I can tell you is that they frequently have deals where you get multiples of things cheaper than just the thing you're after itself, and that was the case here. So I paid $292.50, and that got me the Insider ratchet, which comes with this little rail of their own flavor of kind of nano-ish sockets. And then it also comes with a 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch adapters, and then a 1/4 inch bit adapter. So it comes with that. And then the kind of little bonus, the bonus gift or whatever was this 3/8 inch drive Milwaukee Impact set, which looks like a pretty nice set. I don't know. I'm going to open it up and find out. But I ordered this, or why did I order this? Because if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that I've got this Milwaukee 3/8 inch drive, kind of long reach ratchet, and I love this thing. I think it's perfect. I really have not had any problems whatsoever with it. And so what was it that made me get the Insider? Well, I'll show you. First of all, let's take a look at the Insider. What's different about it, right? Now, I guess I should grab a battery real quick, huh? Let me do that. Let me grab one off the wall. Pop it in here. Oh, and by the way, for that price, yeah, I did not get a battery. No battery. So, take a look. There's one pretty good difference, right? You watch any of my nano videos, you know that it kind of bothers me if you back yourself out of somewheres and you don't have the ability to go the other direction. Well, this Milwaukee definitely is reversible, this 3/8 inch drive. But what's kind of interesting about it, what's kind of weird if you think about it, is that the switch is in such a location and recessed such that if you did back yourself out of somewhere, well, you are good and stuck, and you can't get to the selector switch. At least doesn't look like you can. I mean, now I haven't had that happen. I haven't gotten myself into trouble with this. But if you take a look at this one, if you were to back yourself out, it looks like you'd be able to at least shove a screwdriver in there, in order to get yourself going back the other way. So there you go. That's a kind of a big advantage, I would think, of this one over this one. And then there's one other advantage, obviously, and that's, there's a couple other advantages. So one of them is that in one ratchet, right? In one ratchet, which, how does this go? I don't even know how it works. Oh, it looks like, do you have to twist? Yeah. So in order to get that on there, oh, that's kind of cool. It doesn't just, see, I was worried about it, that these would come out easily, but no, they do not actually. That's something that I was going to think that I thought might be a downside of this, was I thought it would be quite annoying if you're trying to pull, well, let me grab a 1/4 inch socket. I thought it might be kind of annoying if you're trying to, you know, pull a socket off and this comes with it. But they've put that little locking mechanism on there in order to avoid that very situation. So that's nice. Did not realize that was a thing. And then to remove it, I mean, it is, I mean, it takes a bit of coordination to remove it. I mean, it helps if you have two hands, so, you know, but, so anyways, pull that out, and it stays planted. That is very nice. I really did think that was going to be a big downside of this, but that's actually pretty slick. So that said, I don't know if there really is a downside at all to this ratchet, because again, unlike this one, which I love and have no complaints, and other than the fact that I probably would be cursing this thing if I were to get myself stuck, which it would be my own fault, but you know, it's nice when you know, the tool's smarter than you are, because we've all, well, if you haven't been there, there's a good chance someday you will be there, and it would be nice to have a way to get yourself out of that jam. So yeah, I don't know if there's a downside to this, guys. I thought that for sure was going to be it. Was just that you know, the hassle of maybe changing those out. But let's see. Other than the fact that maybe it's, you know, it's not handicap friendly, you know, so, but let's see. How's that? And then we've got ourselves a nice little, you know, nano socket range, which I really have. Oh, they're also like they're also pass-throughs. Is that what that's called? Pass-through sockets? Yeah. Yep, check it out. So I actually bought this. I thought this would be a really nice complement to my mobile toolkit. You know, in that I wouldn't have to get like a separate set of nano sockets for that kit. I don't know. I just thought, you know, this, you know, to throw in a drawer for my portable toolkit would just be kind of awesome. But now I'm kind of thinking it's just awesome in general. Yeah, I get why people like these. And really, it all came down to this little feature right here, which I did not know existed. I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't realize they had thought about the annoyance of this thing pulling out every time, you know, that you want to, you know, if you're using regular sockets and not just their nanos, which I guess there's that, right? Like if you're not wanting to use the nanos, if you're not wanting to use the nanos, I guess it's a little bit more hassle to stick this on and your socket, but I don't know. If you guys think of any other downsides to this thing, go ahead and chime in. But I mean, I think you could very well just leave, like for me, if I wanted to, just leave the 3/8 in there if that's the one I use most of the time. And then, I don't know. But that said, this is fantastic too. Really no complaints about it. I just saw this one, and the fact that it could be 1/4 inch and 3/8 kind of sold me on it, and all the other stuff was kind of a bonus. So anyway, I guess that's my 2 cents on that. Like I said, can't think of any downsides. So there you go. I love the Milwaukee M12 line. Absolute favorite line of that size. So Milwaukee in general, I think they got the best power tools. Pretty much hands down. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Oh, wait a second. Where are you guys going? Yeah, I didn't show you these yet. You want to see these? I know they're just impacts, but let's see if I can open this the dumbest way possible. Yep, I can. Okay. Zip tie cutters. Look at that. That is a fancy little blow molded case there. And man, they sure do know how to make you feel good about tools that you buy from them. Look at, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit for you guys. Just look at that thing. That is a nice kit. And it's so nice that, and we got 3/8 inch, and what have we got? We've got 8 to 19 in the deeps, 8 to 19 in the shallows, and look at, they're like the style that are kind of like neck down. And then what else have we got here? We got the Methetherith. We got a little wobble. We got a 1/4 inch to 3/8 adapter. We got a little 3-inch extension. And then we've also got our SAE stuff. 5/16 all the way up to 3/4, and then 5/16 to 3/4. And let's see, what are they doing here? What is this? Is this the part numbers? I don't know why they would give us those, but maybe it's just like in case you got one that's broken or something. I don't know. But man, Milwaukee knows how to put together a case. They really do. Man, that is a nice little kit. Very nice little kit. Very impressed. Wow. Man, it feels like it would be like a shame to break that setup. It just does. Even though I'm usually partial to the metric stuff, like, I think this kit is gonna, I think this one needs to stay together. I think it feels just like wrong to separate it. So, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that that was cheaper. Actually, what I'm gonna just pull up on the Homeless Despot site right now and see what the price is for you guys. So, oh my goodness, same kit is on the site for $450 right now, or you can buy just the Insider set for $299. Man, it looks like I got a good deal on that apparently. But I don't know. Keep your eyes open. Sometimes they got good sales. Like, their pricing doesn't always make sense. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.